Hello, this is Cindy from Cinders Papercraft, and this here is the project today. Right, so I had this idea in my head, and rather than make one and then think I should have filmed it, I'm going to do this. So if you get to see it, you know it's because it's come out all right, but you'll never know if I get it wrong because I'll delete it. Right, so in my head I have, oh, by the way, this is the first of my fun fold 3D gift card, Christmas cards and gift ideas. These are all based around cards because, as I said before, I'm not good at cards. I don't have that talent. I wish I did, but I don't. So I've decided, and this is a New Year's resolution, that if I'm not good at something, I'm going to carry on doing it until I do become good at it. By hook or by crook, I will be a card maker. It's funny, I can put together the most complicated 3D projects. I have built this 9-drawer chest of drawers. I built it. There was no plan for it. I done everything for it, including the sizes. Actually, I wonder if I can just, excuse me guys, excuse the chaos, it's a working room. So you see that there, I made that, but can I do cards? No. So anyway, that is the chaos that is my desk. And on the other side over there, it's not much better, but I'm a crafter. I don't manage to ever stay neat. That's just me, I'm afraid. Right, so anyway, so I am going to get to be a good card maker, by hook or by crook. But today, in my head, I have this picture of a really nice Christmas card, which is going to be that with, I'm just going to directly stamp onto it, because that is then going to be covered up by that, and then this is going to be a bookmark that people can take away, but that will still be there as a Christmas card. So that's the plan. So I'm not using magnets today because I thought I'd go old school and do it the old-fashioned way, or a way that I feel is old-fashioned, because you're just going to be using plain paper or punch sizes, and I want to put a bit of a decoration on. So when I was playing with this, I couldn't find anything that would my paper, let me explain this properly. I've got gold shiny paper and I couldn't find anything to make match this. And sometimes I do actually like a little order. So I made my own metallic paper, and it matches. And I'm sorry, but sometimes you just do need your shapes to all be one colour. Well, that's my theory. So in all seriousness, all as I did was I got some card. Now this can be any card because you're going to be embossing over the top. So any scraps you have, just cover them in Versamark, push the Versamark down, then put your powder over the top and then heat. And you will make your own paper. Now this isn't going to be super shiny because I only put one coat on. If I put two, it becomes a lot smoother and shinier, but I didn't want an ultra shiny one. I wanted a, well, it's kind of shiny, but it's more of a matte shine rather than a mirror card. I think it was just more discreet than bling. I did originally, I was going to go with these, which I cut out, and they are lovely. So if you like your glitter paper and you want to go that way, I mean, that's lovely. And I do actually have these decorations with that exact on, but I don't like the fact that glitter comes out, and I know I've been told if you use hairspray on top it holds it in, but if I don't like glitter on my things, how's someone going to feel having glitter all over their books? So that's what I thought. Anyway, so we are going to go from here now. So let me backtrack and explain. I have used, this came out last year. Let me move these bits to one side. Oh no, because I need to tell you. So this came out last year, and I have used this star and that star, which I absolutely love this combination. I'll be using it again on the next one that I'm shooting in a minute. So I've stamped those. This is absolutely gorgeous, and I did debate whether doing the swoosh, but I wasn't too sure. So I used that one and that one. If you use that one, it actually cuts it out of the card, but it doesn't cut it all out. It's lovely, and that is a lovely stamp set. So we are now, oh, and this was cut out using, see, I'm learning the Pretty Label punch. I love my punches. They're quick and easy, although I do like my die cutting as well. I love everything. What can I say? I'm a crafter. Never have too much, and I always want the latest stamp, because goodness knows having 400 or 500 other stamps just isn't enough. Right, so I'm going to move that to one side. So you can always make, if you want it completely matching, you can make your own paper. If you haven't got a lot of paper at all, then you can make your own. And you don't actually use a lot of powder to do that, which is surprising. Right, so I have my card, which is a standard card. This is the European size, which is 4 1/8 by just over 5 3/4. But this will go on any size card. There's nothing special about that. So you will simply just do it to your card sizes. And I have just layered down with the next, well, if you take off a quarter, then that, no, yeah, if you take off a quarter, then that does 1/8 either side. Yeah, so just step it down and do your normal mat. So that's that one. And then this size here is only to complement that. So whatever size you have your bookmark and your card, you will cut your designer series paper to that. And I have done them different for a good reason. And the reason is I don't have any more of those. And I thought that was quite nice. And I will be I will be stamping over that in black. So I didn't necessarily want too much of shine, whereas that is, but in real life it isn't quite as bright and shiny as that, if you see what I mean. I'm sure you know what I mean. I hope you do. Right, so, and then that is going to directly cover that. So when you then take that away, there's still going to be a card there. Right, so this again is the same size as that. Now if you do want sizes, we have that at 4 inches by 5 5/8, which literally is the next size down. And that is going to be, sorry, my manners, 14.5. No, that's one. What size are they? Oh no, let's do this. I should have got my my chart out. So that is 144 by 102. And then this literally is just under 65 by 100, and the same as, oh no, yeah, 143, which then is 5 5/8 by 2.5. So they kind of do match up. So if you just do, they're slightly smaller but not much. But again, if you don't have a big bit of this paper, just adapt the paper. Use up your scraps. Use what you have. So if you don't have this size but you have one that's skinnier, go for it. Absolutely go for it. So where to start? So I'm going to put these together so that that can be setting. Right, so now I'm going to use liquid glue on here because I want it to stay down as it's going on to embossing. Fast fuse probably would work. Snail probably would. Tombow definitely will. Or you see your if you use your tapes, I don't think you can get it far. Can't get it fine enough. I should have used my Xyron sticker maker. If I'd have thought about that, I would have done it. Or use the adhesive sheets that you can get from a lot of places now. Stampin' Up have just started them, so that is very, very handy, and they are actually quite good. I don't make it, they're not super thick, so it goes through the die machine a lot easier. Right, so see, I think that is so much nicer than a bright glossy gold. I mean, I like glossy gold, but sometimes I just want things to match. Right, so again, and these ovals are from the layering ovals. Now, Stampin' Up ones are amazing. I do love their dies. I did think about using the stitched one, but to be honest, no one's going to notice stitches when that's on there like that. That was my thinking anyway. So I did just put, because this was heat set, it was a little bit not warped, because that isn't the right word, but it wasn't as straight as it could be. So all as I did, now I'm not putting this right to the edges because it needs to be enough just to stay in there, and I did want the ends to overhang. So in case you're thinking I didn't pick the right size, that was actually the size I was going for. Anyway, back to that. I put the white thicker card there just to straighten it up. And there, I think that's very pretty. And then we are literally just going to line that up and stick that. And then on the back we can put a nice little letter to them, not letter, a nice little greeting, and anything else we want to jot down. So I am now going to be brave and stick this down. Right, so I'm only going to glue that bit because I do actually want that to be the upper line of where it sits, she says. Just maneuver that into place. There. And then that can be a bookmark over Christmas and into the new year. Well, I'm not, you don't have to throw it away afterwards. Not at all. Alright, so I'm going to glue that panel down. Oops, sorry. As you can tell, I have the shakes today, but unfortunately I cannot put this off any longer because it will be Christmas here. Right, so what I want to do is line that up there because it fits behind there perfectly, and then you won't be able to see it. So I am going to put some glue on that. Now Now I don't need an awful lot of glue on there because this is strong glue. Right, I am then going to put that where I like it. Yep, and give that a good push down there. That's quite pretty. And then that literally will sit over there. Now, I don't know whether to use just one of these or 4 of them. I don't know if 4 is a bit much, but then when you release it, oh, I don't know. Well, I'll have a think about that anyway while I'm putting a stamp on that. Which all could go horribly wrong now. You do know that, don't you? Now it's stuck down, which I stupidly should have done before. Oh, I tell you. Right, so I went with Ready for Christmas. I adore this stamp set. I think this is going to play heavily in my own Christmas cards. I've got a wish for Everything Merry, and I'm going to put that on there. And I think they're lovely. It's this doggy. I love doggies, even if they do bark madly all the time. And that's mine I'm talking about, not everyone's. Everyone else's are probably well behaved, except for my little terrors. Right. Now then, does that look crooked to anyone else? Oh well. Oh well. No, it'll be all right. Right. Here we go. Please don't shake right at that point. Yeah. Right, and then after I've done this, I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to put this to one side to dry, as it is part pigment. Or it is pigment, not part pigment. Right, and then I'm just going to put that there. I did look through quite a few of the stamps. I wanted something quite curly, and yeah, that will do. That will do. You can see what it is. Something curly and happy and cheerful. And so many of them now have the holiday season, or wishing you a lovely holiday season, or it's... And over here, I know we'll probably be changing, but we don't tend to say the season. Mind you, like I say, it all changes. Right, so I'm going to give that a little waft around. So anyway, this series that I'm doing, I'm really looking forward to it. Right, here we go. Let's hope, eh? So now, if I put that on there, see, because this has been in my head, it's not something I've designed prior and have it all set out perfectly. Oh, I don't know. I'm going with 2, although that does look quite nice, I think. Yeah, I'm going to go with 2. Oh. See, this is what you miss when I'm filming, because I've agonised over this lot usually. You see, I like the 4 because it kind of fits in, but I don't want it to... No, I'm going to do the 2. I don't want it to be too crazy. And I'm going to pick that one and that one. Right, so what we are going to do, or what I'm going to do, is I will trim that bit off to there. Which I'll do, because that would be handy, wouldn't it? Right, so just trim that off, like so. And trim that off. And get rid of those. Now I am going to put some, I think, double-sided tape on. Let's see how that goes. I hope that's dry now. Right. Find out in a minute if it's not, won't we? So I'm just going to move that over. I think I might have got that under one a bit wonky. Yes, I think so. Yes, right. Now I am going to put the double-sided tape to about halfway there. I'll show you in a minute. It'll all make sense in a minute. That's what I keep telling myself. Right, so I hope everyone is keeping well. It's coming in for that cold time of the year now, so I hope you all keep nice and warm. Turn those heaters up, and if Anne from Canada can just let me know she's okay, because I haven't heard from her for quite some time, and that's so unusual. So that kind of got me to worrying. Oh, come on. Silly hands. Yeah, so that got me a little bit worried. I mean, not that she... Certainly you do not need to leave me a message at all. But I worry when I don't hear from people. I notice these things. Right, so here we go. So what we are going to do is try not to fall over and drag everything with me. I'm going to line that up. And hopefully this is going to be kind to me. And I am going to hold that. And I'm going to take that to there. Now is that... Actually, it does need to be about there, if not a little further down. No, I'm going to put that there because when they remove the bookmark, it needs to... This is some fine sticky tape, isn't it? It's only me being silly, really. Right, so am I happy with that? Yes. Give it a big squish. Right, so up, up, up. I'm going to use that to line up. Right, and then I am going to, no, down, down, down. There. How cute is that? So that is a really simple one. You might think it's looks a bit difficult, but and then you can just pull it up and that's what you're left with. I think that's kind of sweet. I'm pleased with that, how that come out. I shall just, I think, put a couple of gems on and then we're done. Oh, I can find some glue dots. Aha. Right. So the next one I'm going to be filming in just a minute, and that is a spinner card, which I have got designed, so this isn't going to be painful to watch. Actually, that was a stupid place to put it. We want it on the outside, otherwise people are going to have a lumpy books, and we don't want that. Although that's different. There, and put my last one on. Oh, better put 3 on the actual card, because when they take the bookmark away, we want it to look right. So if you find that this maybe is a bit too floppy, I mean mine actually is held really well, she says. That's because I'm actually wiggling it. It is, you can hear it's got a good it's got a good grip on that. You can always put it further over and maybe leave the little bump there. But now that will work with any punch. It can be a circle, it can be a love heart punch, it can be anything, or die cut something out. And I will of course then put a sentiment, a piece inside where I can put my message, and I will also pop a message on there so I can see. I can then let them know that I wish them a Merry Christmas and they're always in my thoughts. Right, so there we are. What do we think? Good idea? And can I just say, if you wanted to, you could always tuck a gift card in there. You know how I like my gift cards. I love my gift cards. Right, so there you are. I think that's kind of pretty. I hope you like it. It's very easy to do, and you will be able to do that with any supplies that you have. You can put any pattern up here. It doesn't need to be the star. It can be anything you like. Right, so the dogs are now barking, so I'm going to end this as soon as I can so you can't hear how badly behaved they are. And I will say, I will see you very shortly with my spinner card. Thank you for sharing part of your day with me. And if you would like to buy any of these goods, if you go to my website, I have an online secure shop and you can shop with me 24/7. But thank you very much. If you liked it, click like. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what I do, please subscribe. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.